Wrestling fans, there's one thing that I was thinking about while watching the Paul Heyman Hall of Fame speech, and you can find out my reaction to the Hall of Fame speech of Paul Heyman down below in the comments. It's in another video, but it's not really a reaction per se. It's just an ode to Paul Heyman. How much I admire that guy, respect that guy. I can almost quote his promo from SmackDown where he was a part of the alliance and he was calling out Vince McMahon word for word. What an emotional promo. What a great way of words Paul Heyman has. But I was just thinking about this because I'm thinking about AEW, and they have such great talent there in that locker room, and they have so many great legends, guys like Adam Copeland, guys like Chris Jericho, guys like Bryan Danielson, John Moxley. I mean, the list goes on. These guys are legends. Paul White, Mark Henry, legends. But there's this one thing that's missing, and I think it's this guy like Paul Heyman, who, say what you will about Vince McMahon, when it was time to listen, he listened. And Paul Heyman was responsible for putting a lot of guys in positions to be superstars in the WWE. And Vince really trusted Paul Heyman's mind for whatever reason. And he didn't really trust a whole lot of people with the booking sheets or with running the company or getting someone over or being able to speak without a script. But for some reason, he trusted Paul Heyman. And the guy has a track record. I mean, the guy's batting over 500. So my thought is, who in AEW is Paul Heyman? Is that guy for AEW? If you know anybody like that, because I can't think of any off the top of my head, like, comment, and subscribe, and comment and let me know, because I'd love to know. I'd love to be astounded by who you guys would choose to be the Paul Heyman type figure that's in AEW's locker room. And if there is none, who would be that Paul Heyman type of figure in AEW that isn't even there yet? Raven, who I can listen to for hours talk about professional wrestling. He's a maniac. I'm sure he's a psycho. He'll never be in the WWE Hall of Fame, and it's really, really sad because the guy is so freaking talented. He is such a great, brilliant mind, but for one reason or another, he's not going to be in the Hall of Fame. I think I remember reading somewhere he had a lawsuit with Mike Sanders against the WWF about independent contracting and stuff like that or whatever, back pay. So he won't be in the Hall of Fame anytime soon, but knowing Triple H, hopefully that changes soon. So I would say Raven. I would say Jim Cornette, which that ain't going to happen. I'm going to let you know that right now. That's a dream to happen, but it ain't going to happen. I'm a big fan of Jim Cornette, and he ain't going to be able to do it. I'll tell you that right now. Another guy that I guess would be a good option because he's a great mind would be Kevin Sullivan, but he's getting up there in age. The list is really thin. You got guys like Jake Roberts in the back now, and I don't know how much of an influence he has. I don't know if he's hands-on or if he's just kind of like, hey, man, let me get the check. But anyways, what do you guys think? Who do you guys think could be the Paul Heyman of AEW or a Paul Heyman-like figure in the locker room? Let me know in the comments. You fans have entered the vortex. You have opened the portal. Wrestling fans, this is the Wrestling Old Head. Stay united.